Hello everyone, I'm Rachel Tessman from stampyourartout.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Andover, Minnesota in the US, and I'm here to bring you a show and tell live. I just returned from Stampin' Up's OnStage 2024, it's like a convention in Houston, Texas, and I have new products to share with you that will debut May 1st. And so it's going to be a fun live. I hope that you sit back, enjoy, make sure that you've got some snacks in hand and that you're comfortable because it might be a little longer than normal. So I'm going to share peeks of new products, and we're going to do a color comparison because we have a whole new line of in colors. Stampin' Up! Introduces 5 new colors every year. But that means we say goodbye to some stuff too. So, but we have 5 new colors and they are gorgeous. So I'm very excited to share those with you. We'll start with that and then we'll move into what Stampin' Up! Gifted us at the OnStage event. Some of that is new product. And then I'll move into some other gifts and things that I've received from fellow demonstrators at the event. And then we'll move on to sneak peeks of upcoming new products that I was able to pre-order. Anybody who attended the OnStage event this past weekend, it's kind of like, well, it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but this past weekend, we were able to do an extra pre-order period. So that's one of the privileges of being able to going to this event is being able to pre-order early. Normally demonstrators can pre-order, but it's usually like a month in advance. And so this is a pre-order. And so I've got stuff in my hands behind me. I'm so excited. And look we have lots of people joining us. It shows right now that I have 137 watching, so yay. Okay, let's move into the sharing time. All right, so we have the current catalogs in front of me. I want to share those with you just to show you that on the back side of the publications, you can find dates. And those dates list when the catalog is valid, when it's actually in action, right? So these both end April 30th. That's the last day, which means we have a new publication coming in. We're not going to have a mini catalog right away. It'll be about 4 months before we introduce another mini catalog. That will be in September. But for the first 3 months, May, June, July, and August, we're going to have the annual catalog. I can't show you the insides. That is a no-no. You can come to my house if you want to, and I'll show you the insides. But online, we cannot open up the catalog at this point, not until it's live on May 1st. But I have things dog-eared because I'm going to have it off to my side so that I can refer to things. Beautiful front cover. I love green. So I know you guys are like, oh, that's not showing cards as normal. It's not. It's showing the fact that we love getting together with people and stamping, whether it's in person or online like we're doing now. And so I invite you to continue to follow my my videos. If you're watching on YouTube, which you would be because we're not doing Facebook right now. Sorry about that, you guys. But if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe so that you can see future posts that I have for sharing online paper crafting classes and other types of shares. So hope you stay tuned in. All right, we're going to bring this off to the side. We're going to start with color. All right, when we were at OnStage, we were able to make this fun chart. I'm going to zoom in a bit here so you can see it. These are the new in colors. Gorgeous, right? We have a peachy color, we have a reddish purplish color, we have a pink that is like a true pink, we have a green that's kind of, I don't know, candy-like. It's really pretty. Now these two are really close to each other, so in future comparisons we might be comparing those two, but we have Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash, love that name, Pretty in Pink, did that put some questions in some of your minds? Petunia Pop and Peach Pie. Yes, Pretty in Pink has returned. So if you have Pretty in Pink, cardstock, markers, ink pads, that kind of thing, well, you're already in possession of one of the new in colors in this family. This is the 24 through 26 in color family. In colors last for 2 years and then we say goodbye to them, which means that we are saying goodbye, and I've got my current catalog open here. We are saying goodbye to the 2022 through 24 in color line. I'm sad to see this one go, but I'm hoping that it'll come back in the future. Sweet Sorbet, Pretty Peak, I'm sorry, I always say that. Parakeet Party, Tahitian Tide, Starry Sky, and Orchid Oasis are leaving us. So if you love any of those colors like I do, you may want to stock up on cardstock, anything consumable that has to do with those colors. If you haven't gotten a re-inker yet, make sure that you grab that. These colors are staying for one more year. They were introduced last year. So let's go on to color comparisons. Yay. All right. The colors that we have are, and I'm going to put some white cardstock down here so we can see the color comparisons a little bit more truer. And I'm going to zoom in. How many of you are enjoying this so far? All right. Shy Shamrock, we're going to start with that. And I have marked on here a little, with a rhinestone, that it is the color that we're comparing. This is the new one. Shy Shamrock, love the name. It's definitely shamrocky. I'm going to start by bringing in a few greens that are current. So here is Pretty Peacock. You can see that they're not really related to each other. This is a more on the blue side. This is more on the yellow side of, the yellow side of greens. So Pretty Peacock, darker, deeper, right? We have Granny Apple Green, earthier, yellower, right? So far, we don't have any greens that kind of relate to each other. I'm going to get a grid paper out. I think that will stay in place better. Sorry, forgot to do that. I am so excited, you guys. I stayed up late last night to finish a blog post that shared a bunch of photographs of my OnStage experience, and you'll want to check those out. They are on my blog post that I had go live this morning. Let's just zoom out a tad here so we can see where to put this. Yep, I just tape it in place. It's really, this is behind the scenes, you guys. All right, so there are the three colors so far that we're looking at. Let's bring in Coastal Cabana. Ooh, Coastal Cabana is pretty close as far as, like, if we went black and white, they'd be very close to each other in shades, right? Oh, now I have to zoom in. So bluer, definitely more on the blue side. This is definitely more of a green if you were trying to just, name them one or the other. And then we bring in Pool Party and Lost Lagoon and Shaded Spruce. Oh wait, we have one more green. So lots of differences in our greens. This is filling a void. We definitely don't have a green that looks like this. I love this green. It's nice and bright and cheerful. It's lighter as far as, what are the words that we're looking for? It's brighter, right? It's brighter because it's a lighter value. So I can see these two being used together. So if you wanted to have like a combination of colors, Shy Shamrock and Shaded Spruce would be great together. Let's bring in some older colors now, okay? All right, we have Mint Macaron, a little dustier, not as saturated. That's the word. I have my little cheat sheet over here. We have Glorious Green. So these are retired now that I'm bringing in. These are colors that are no longer around. Glorious Green. That is just a slightly darker version than this one. That's how I would look at those two. Those two would go really well together. Bring in Shaded Spruce, and you've got the perfect green combination. Just Jade, I'll get to that one. Thank you for calling out colors. Let's do Mint Melody. Ooh La La. That one looks great together. So again, if we were doing a progression of light to dark, I could see those working really well together. Let's bring in Call Me Clover. A little more earthier, little yellow in there, right? And then we have Just Jade. Thank you for calling that one out, Patty and Shelley. Here's Just Jade. We thought Just Jade was a green, but it's definitely bluer. It's definitely not as saturated in color. It's more on the dustier look, right? So, and then we have Cucumber Crush. Call out colors, everybody. Cucumber Crush is yellower. Okay, that one is more like with the yellowish color families of green, right? Okay, I didn't go to school for art, by the way, but I took some art classes, so I kind of have, I have an eye for it. I just don't have the exact terms every time. Emerald Envy. Oh, let's grab that one next. There's Emerald Envy. Emerald Envy, yes, I could see Emerald Envy and Glorious Green. Those two are super close to each other. Super close, and I could see both of them being just a slightly deeper hue of the Shy Shamrock. And then we have Gumball Green. I do love my greens, Beth. You're right. Any others? I like the mint with the new green. Yes, the mint melody. Absolutely. Mint macaron, though. Not so much. Call Me Clover. I did have that one in here, didn't I? If I didn't, let me pull that one out. Call Me Clover. I think I pulled that one out already. Sorry. It's in here. It's in here. Where is it? This is it. There we go. Okay. Did you miss Old Olive? Old Olive is definitely not going to be, it's very earthy, but let's pull that one in so you can see. I didn't pull that one out at all because it's more like gumball green. It's very yellow, you know, so definitely not a match. Garden Green. Garden Green is one I already shared. Pear Pizzazz. I didn't pull Pear Pizzazz out, I don't think. You guys are going to have me pull out all these colors, aren't you? Pear Pizzazz is more of a yellow, not as saturated. Okay. So I was pulling ones out that were closer. All right. You're a greenie too. Debbie, high five. Yeah, it's very pretty. Okay, so we're going to put Shy Shamrock off to the side because we're going to come back to it, and we might actually come back to a few of these colors. I'm going to pull out the ones that are more on the yellower side, or yeah, we'll just pull those out because those are ones that we are not going to compare with our Summer Splash later on. Let's pull in Petunia Pop. Petunia Pop, really fun pinkish purple. Some people said last night in our team comparison, does Petunia Pop look more like a pink or more like a purple? Well, you know what? I think that actually depends on your mood. You know what I mean? It depends on your color combination that you're doing on your cards. You know how Wild Wheat, a new color from last year, metamorphosizes when you add it to different color combinations? It can look stunning with some cards and kind of putrid with others. So it's a golden color that really can be enhanced and beautify a card, but you have to bring it together with the right color combinations. Petunia Pop. So it could be a pink, it could be a purple, depending on your lighting, depending on whatever. I think of it more as a purple by itself, but I did pull out pinks and purples. All right, so let's do some comparisons. I see Orchid Opulence. I already pulled, yep, I have that in my stash. Okay, so let's start with current colors. We have Berry Burst. Berry Burst is redder, okay, like definitely redder, but I can see these two working together because this is a lighter or brighter shade. This is very deep. We have Fresh Freesia. There's Fresh Freesia. This one is not as saturated. It's a little more on the softer side, right? But you probably could combine them together. I just don't see it quite yet. Possibly. And then we have Highland Heather. Highland Heather is a more truer kind of purple, only a lighter shade of that true purple. You know, like I'm thinking Minnesota Vikings. I'm thinking, you know, like purple, right? Violet purple. So, but, and I didn't bring out Gorgeous Grape because that's just a deeper version of that. But you can see they're kind of contrasting because this is a bluer type of purple. Let's see if I have Sweet Sugar Plum. I do. That one's in my stash. Okay. And I don't know if I brought out Reds. Okay. We might not have time for all of that. But here's Petunia Pop. Here's Blackberry Bliss. I am loving these together. So we had this paper a while back. I still can't think of the name of it, but it had Blackberry Bliss in it. And then there were certain patterns in the paper that were light versions of Blackberry Bliss. And I swear it was Petunia Pop. And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be cool if they had all these neutrals, like another third, like a fifth family, right? And they were all really light shades of the darker ones so that we could do, you know, like this could be the neutral inside of your card. It still could. All right. So there is Blackberry Bliss with it. Love it. Okay, now we're getting into some older colors. Let's start with Marvelous Magenta. Pretty close. Okay, there's Marvelous Magenta. And that's an old one. I don't know. This was a hard one to get, so I don't know how many of you have that one. New to the demonstrator role. When can we order all the fun new stuff? You can pre-order on May 1st. No, sorry. That's when the new catalog goes live. You can pre-order on April 2nd. I think I pulled it up. Hang on a minute. I'm going to have to look again. Pre-order begins. There it is. April 2nd, pre-order. Okay? So if you're a demonstrator or you want to be a demonstrator with us, you can get a lot of this stuff on April 2nd. Okay? All right, so let's do Rich Razzleberry, which of course we always kind of looked at with Blackberry Bliss. I could see all three of those going well together. Here's Fresh Fig. Definitely not as saturated, dustier looking, right? So that's that one. Kind of got some brownish tones to it, earthy. There's Orchid Opulence. There's your comparison. Somebody called that one out. There's Orchid Opulence for you. Not as red, but definitely if we went to a black and white photo right now, these kind of would maybe get lost in each other. Pale Plum, not as saturated at all. This is definitely low saturation. It's almost, close to white. It's very, very, very light and very earthy. Here's Mauve Mist, still like Pale Plum and Mauve Mist, very, very light in shade. Let's bring in Sweet Sugar Plum. Someone called that one out. Okay, there we go. Ooh, this is actually better if we went black and white. Those would definitely blend in to look like one gray color. All right, how about Lavender Lace, Truish Purple, kind of like Highland Heather over here, right? Lovely Lilac, more truish kind of purple. This is a pink or purple. And then we have some of the pink ones. Oops, let's grab this too. Purple Posy, remember that one? Very white, very light. Moody Mauve, that one's leaving. Redder is like orangey kind of red, earthy, brown. Okay, now we have some pinks, so let's bring in some of those pinks. Here's Pixie Pink, definitely a difference. Pink Passion. So you can see when you're putting it next to a pink, even a purpley kind of pink, that it looks more like a purple. You know what I mean? I do. GNF, CHM, or CHM, I have every color now. I'm so excited. Polished Pink. There's Polished Pink. Here's Magenta Madness. I had a lot of help over the last few years. Lots of people helped me out. Karen Andrusik, you're one that I can think of right off the top of my head. Thank you so much, girl. Magenta Madness. Lovely lipstick. Red, very red pink. And there's Melon Mambo, which is a current color. So we definitely had a need for a color like this. It's going to work out well to have Petunia Pop into our combinations. Let's look at Summer Splash. Let's bring in Shy Shamrock. You can see they're very close to each other. Greener, bluer, but still a very greenish blue, right? Okay, looking at some, let's see here. I'm going to pull out the current colors. There's Pretty Peacock. Here is Coastal Cabana. Coastal Cabana with Summer Splash. Very close, like a slightly deeper shade, right? They would go well together. Here's Pool Party. Pool Party, Lost Lagoon, these are current colors, and Pretty Peacock look really great together, don't they? These are less saturated, okay? More of a grayish tone. These are a bit brighter, so if you're looking for color combinations, Coastal Cabana, Summer Splash, and if you want to, you could bring in Bermuda Bay. All right, so those are some ones. It does change with the color, right, Jelaine? I know. So when you put colors next to each other, they play on each other. It's amazing. Especially like when you do opposites on the color wheel, like an orange and a blue, or a purple and a yellow, or a red and a green. They really vibrate. They just intensify each other. It's fun. It's so fun. Here we have some that are kind of in another light to dark look, right? We have Tempting Turquoise, Tahitian Tide, Cool Caribbean. So as far as Summer Splash goes, no, they're more on the blue side. They're not as greenish. They're more of a light blue. Here, let's bring in Mint Melody, because someone called that out last night in our group. Mint Melody is yellower. Okay. This one went really well with Shy Shamrock though. Okay. Let's bring in some of the greens. You know, the greens here I'm not so sure of. Maybe Shaded Spruce? No, it's a blue or green. So these greens that are truer or dustier or whatever, not really. I wouldn't pair them up. So again, those two are so close, aren't they? Crazy. Okay. Any others? I thought I had Coastal already. There's Coastal for you. Okay. Pretty Peacock looks black. I know, it's super dark. It's super dark on there. It's not black though. It's just a dark, dark, dark greenish blue. Okay, we're going to set those aside and we're going to bring in the fourth color. Here is Peach Pie. Peach Pie with current colors. Pumpkin Pie. Hello, love this. This is so good. We can have two different pies on the same table and they go well together. Peach Pie, Pumpkin Pie. I'm going to use them a lot. I have been dying to have a peach color come back, and here we have a lovely peach that will coordinate super well with our current pumpkin pie. Crushed Curry is a current color, more yellow. What else is a current color? I didn't organize these yet. This was Mango Melody. Remember that one? We used it with pumpkin pie, but I think peach pie looks much better with pumpkin pie. I'll just leave that out because I already talked about it. Okay, here's Peekaboo Peach. They kind of blend into each other. Again, I'm bringing back the black and white photo idea, right? So if you turn this into a black and white photo, these would definitely blend together as one shade of gray. Here's another couple peachy colors that we've had in the past. This is like a pinker peach. It's got a little more red to it. And here we have Pale Papaya. These two look great together. Lighter version of that one. Definitely not as intense, lighter, right? The brightness is definitely down, but it's closer to this. So it has like a reddish kind of hue to it. Here's Apricot Peel. Those two look great, actually. Like a lighter version of Peach Pie. And it's, you know what is interesting? In person and with daylight versus, you know, lights at night that you have in your room, you're going to see differences too. But that's why photographing these is so hard. Sometimes, you know, coming up with the computerized shade of a color is difficult too. But there we have a great combination. If you still have some Apricot Peel, you're going to want to bring it out to go with these two. Okay, let's look at yellows. Too yellow, right? Hello Honey, Bumblebee, Summer Sun. Definitely more on the yellow side. Here's Marigold Morning. More mustard. Ew. Actually, I don't know. They could work well together. Okay, then we have Peach Parfait. That's a fun one. Peach Parfait. Not as saturated, but it's like a nice orange. It just has kind of a, it's grayed out more or browned out more. You know what I mean? It's not as saturated, not as intense. And then we have Grapefruit Grove. Okay, I'm looking up now. What colors have I missed? Dusty Durango. I swear that was a brown, was it? Let me look. Dusty Durango. Oh, Dusty Durango is a very reddish color. That's probably why I didn't pull it out. Okay, I'm going to scroll really quick, even though I might touch something accidentally. Okay, all right, I'm going to go on to the next one. So, I have a blog post that's going to be connected to this, by the way, and it is going to go live as soon as I get it done because I have to now take like computerized versions of these colors and photograph these and blah, blah, blah. And I don't photograph them until afterwards. I think we did Apricot Peel. Just saw that one called out. Yep, Apricot Peel was shared. Here's Pretty in Pink. Pretty in Pink with, oh gosh, you know what? Okay, let's do this. Let's bring in our current pink line. We have Petal Pink. We have Bubble Bath. We have Flirty Flamingo as far as light pinks go. Like if you were going to do a baby card, these would be like the light pinks that you would maybe go for. You could stamp this off to have a lighter version of Flirty Flamingo to get a real pastel pink. Bubble Bath is a cooler shade. It's like it has a hint of blue in it, right? It's definitely, it could be considered kind of purpley in some light. Petal Pink is definitely warmer tone, more orangish, kind of yellowish kind of look right there, right? Pretty in Pink is a truer pink, and we're so glad to have it back. Let's compare it to our old Pretty in Pink. What do you know? They're the same color. So again, if you have your older Pretty in Pink, it's back. So fun. Let's compare now to some other pinks that we've had in the past. Let's bring in a couple blush colors. So the blush colors were, you know, earthier. Saturation was a little less, right? Okay. And then, yeah, so there's that. Pink Pirouette. Loved Pink Pirouette. Definitely a nice baby pink. If you take Pretty in Pink, ink it up, stamp it off on your card, on your grid paper, and then stamp it onto your project, you're gonna get Pink Pirouette. These two are definitely combos that would work well together. Here's Powder Pink. Powder Pink was a nice lighter version of Blushing Bride. So it has kind of that grayer look to it, right? Less saturated. And here's a couple darker pinks. So I didn't want to get too much into the darker pinks. I didn't want to bring those in. But Regal Rose, Positively Pink, can see how those would be really great together if you wanted to have kind of a light, medium, dark, darker kind of progression here. And we actually have a sixth new color. We have a color called Basic Beige. It's coming in as a new neutral. So if you are dying for another neutral that's not white or vanilla, for like, you know, layers in your cards to write on. And of course you can always choose one that is a darker shade, you know, like Smoky Slate or Crumb Cake or whatever. Here we have Basic Beige. It's a very, very nice light beige. Let's compare it with Very Vanilla. Let's compare, I don't have it written on here, but this is Basic White, Basic Beige, and Very Vanilla. Okay, some nice neutrals. It's darker, but it's not as dark as we had Crumb Cake in our, oops, that's River Rock. Hang on, where's my Crumb Cake? Here it is. We have Crumb Cake in our collection. That looks really dark compared to Basic Beige, doesn't it? But again, light enough to write on if you have an inside layer on your card. Let me keep these out, sorry. And then we have River Rock. River Rock is yellower, greener, right? We have Sahara Sand. That one is pretty close. It's like a lighter version of Sahara Sand. Definitely. These two would go well together if you still have that cardstock and ink in your repertoire. Some people wanted to compare greens to it, but it's definitely not a green. Here's Soft Seafoam and certainly Celery. It's definitely not a green. It's definitely a neutral. And then we have some other neutrals here. Smoky Slate, Gray Granite. Okay, big differences. And then this is an old gray, Going Gray. So I hope that that helped. Sahara Sand replacement. Maybe. You love the beige? I do too. Yeah. It's a light version of Sahara Sand, which was a nice neutral to have, and it was sad to see it go. But Basic Beige is going to be a great one to add into the line. When I show these color comparisons online in my blog, I am not going to do all the colors that I just did now, so watching the video helps. You're going to be able to get these colors in ink pads. Let me zoom out a bit here. Cardstock, of course. Let's bring those in because that's kind of the base of it. 12 by 12, 8.5 by 11 cardstock. And I put a little tab on here because we actually got a pack of the 8.5 by 11 for free when we were at OnStage. Another perk, right? Free cardstock, free new colors. So it was fun to go home right away and start playing around. You can get these in ribbons. There's a whole line of bordered ribbon that you can get in the new in colors. Look how beautiful they look. Don't they look beautiful in those ribbons? This is these are the products that I took a picture of for the photograph for the live. A grayish. Debbie says she's describing the Basic Beige. It's kind of like a grayish, gray and beige. You can get the colors in blends markers and in the Stampin' Write markers, okay? So water-based, alcohol-based, depending on how you like to color. Stamp with StazOn, color with this. Stamp with Memento, color with this. We also have other things that are available, like designer papers, and I'm going to show you a suite here pretty soon that has lots of in colors in it. So these are the 6x6 designer papers that will be available in all the different families of colors, and there are 4 different designs. You're going to get 8 sheets in the in color line because there's 5 colors, so 8 sheets, 4 of 2 different double-sided designs. So these 2 are double-sided, okay, and then these 2 are double-sided. So 2 different patterns. Or, I'm sorry, 4 different patterns altogether. We also were gifted these beautiful embellishments. They're called the 2024 through 26 in color shimmer gems. So those were something that they gifted us at the event. And I should actually say, we got the cardstock and these shimmer gems if we were, if we signed up for a certain class. It was an extra class, and so not everybody grabbed onto those pieces. And I felt bad for them if they didn't. So sad. I'm like, oh my gosh, you missed out on getting all the samples of in colors by not attending that. And it was fun. We got to pick from 3 different bundles when we participated in that class, and I chose this one that has the word spotlight in it, so there's some new circle dies coming in. Okay, I think I have that off to the side as much as I can. Oh, I forgot to put my rings on after I did my hand lotion today. All right, now we're gonna move on to gifts from Stampin' Up. So I'm gonna zoom out a bit here. You're gonna see some of the in colors off to the side. I'm gonna pull this up because it's a lot of stuff. Okay. All right, you can kind of see a hint still of the colors. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I wish I had a table over there that I could put stuff on. All right, when we checked in, we got a backpack. Does it fit? It does. We got a backpack. It's awesome. There's a little section that you can kind of Velcro on the inside, and it helps to separate it into an upper and a lower part. So when you unzip this, you can put your stinky gym clothes bags, or you can put food or whatever. Then there's a pocket in the front here, another pocket in the front that's kind of this deep. It does have like a little closure here on the side. It has a place where you can plug in. So you can have a charger inside and plug in your phone or device, keep it charged. It has a luggage strap, it has a back pocket, and it has multiple little pockets on the inside too. It's really nice. I am replacing my white backpack with that one, so I'm going to be traveling with that all the time. Inside that backpack, we had a couple other big things. This here could maybe be looked at as a lunchbox, but when you open it up, you have these pockets here, you have these little straps, you have another pocket here, and these are foam and maneuverable, and they are probably something you don't want to get full of food. So it would be more of a toiletry bag or a crafting essentials bag, right? You could put your things that you need to have with you all the time. All of these can shift and you can change them around. It also has a luggage strap. How nice. And a back pocket. Very fun. Okay, we had a little journal thing gifted to us that has a little ribbon bookmark. Now, when you look at this, it actually has different types of layouts on the pages. So fun. Lined pages, but the lines are organized in different ways. Can't wait to see what I do with this. So that was another thing. I'm still here. Okay. Inside that bag, we also had pens. So we got a bunch of pens. They're not necessarily in the in colors, but they're nice bright colors, right? Very fun. I don't know what colors they are yet. I'd have to compare, but I think this is definitely Petunia Pop, and this is Summer Splash. Not sure about all of them. Okay, then we were given pins. This was something I picked up in what they called the product playground. So you could pick a pin that said "I love kits," because I do. But this was gifted to us in our bag, and then we got to pick a little gumball container, and it had pins in it and we could trade. So I traded one of my pins for this blue one because I love turquoise too. Greens and turquoises. Does that surprise you guys? We were given our badge, and then we were able to go and grab our ribbons that we qualified for. So those are my ribbons, my little lanyard that I had. Product playground, this is a mess, but we got to go and see all of this fun stuff, and then you check it off as you go. Really cool. And besides the agenda, what are some other things we had? We had some other free stuff that was gifted to us. We could choose a stamp set that was paper pumpkin related, although I already had it, or we could grab some grid paper. This was for our after hours event where I said that we could get those in colors and the shimmer gems and the extra bundle, and then we could stay there and make all of these fun, well, not all of them, but 3 fun cards based on the bundle that you chose. We could pick up stickers, and I not accidentally, but on purpose, I guess, grabbed one from each of the main color families. Don't tell anyone. Oh my gosh, I just put that on the internet. We also got to do a wheel. So the wheel is something that you'll find in the catalog, and it's located on page, and I think I marked it. Please tell me I marked it. Maybe I didn't. It's on page 132 of the new catalog. It doesn't have this overlay on the top, but you'll see that it's a color wheel that's similar, and it gives you some information on how to do color combinations. So this tool is quite lovely. It shows complementary colors, analogous colors, monochromatic, triadic, and you can just move it and grab new color combinations depending. And then there's some information on the back that educates you on color theory, right? Okay, so let's put this stuff down on the ground. My room is becoming a mess. Other free stuff, well, we got some free stuff that I'm going to show you in the products that I have from the catalog, but this was one other thing that we got, and I think we got that on the after hours event. Let's move to gifts and stuff. Oh, more gifts. Sorry, here's more gifts from Stampin' Up, and then I'll show you gifts that I got from others. Okay, bringing it in. Hang on, I have 2 of these because one got printed wrong. There's some things that you get when you achieve certain levels, like getting to go to a special area, or the ribbons that I got, stage walks and recognition. But then they also gift you things. So in that special room that we got to go to, it was called OnStage Plus, we had the ability to pick up a mug. So I have this extra mug now that's with the Stampin' Up logo. We also were gifted this because we qualified for the OnStage Plus, and it extends and you can open it up, and I haven't taken the stuffing out yet, but you can put like pens and markers and stuff like that in there, or use it for something else that you need a tall holder for. And then because I was an achiever in a top category, or a top achiever in a category of sales leadership or team building, I got a sweatshirt gifted to me, and I love it. So it's like a hoodie sweatshirt. It has the Stampin' Up logo, or Stampin' Up across the top. It's a pullover. It has pockets. It has a really nice waistline. It's really nice. And then before we went to the event, because all of our numbers and stuff were from October 1st, 2022 through September 30th, 2023. They were basing everything on our performance during that year. So we had another on-stage event. It was virtual, and that is where we were, recognized as well. But we were gifted some things back then, and they've finally arrived because there was one with a glitch. And so I have the replacement bag with me. It's a Kenneth Cole. Ooh, that's really big. I have a Kenneth Cole bag that is super cool. Can't wait to travel with it. It also has a luggage strap. I'm loving luggage straps, you guys. And then I also got to choose something else too. I picked a JBL speaker, and it has the Stampin' Up logo on it. But this was interesting. We could pick from a variety of things. And so every demonstrator picked something different, possibly. Who knows? I don't know. I saw a lot of bags. Okay, we're going to move over to gifted items from my friends. Oh my gosh, you know what, you guys? we might not have time for this. I might have to do another live. I'll show you a few, okay? Terry Zupancic, and I know I'm saying your name wrong, but I know it's better than what I've said in the past. Anyways, she's a sweetheart. She's a sister demonstrator of mine, and she gifted me truffle dark chocolates. Dark chocolate is always the best. She gifted me a charger. You guys, this is crazy. She was very generous. She gave me a card made with that Memories and More pack and put a sweet note on the inside. Beautiful. And then she also gifted me an extra bag of goodies. So very generous, unnecessary, but oh my gosh, I definitely wanted to recognize and thank her publicly. A pair of comfy socks, some hand sanitizer spray, a hex magnetic tray from the Country Hive, a little luggage tag, and then this little fun container change. Oh, look at that. Women who change. Oh, that's so sweet. So I got Dove lotion, gum, makeup removers. Oh, fun. Oh my gosh. I'm just looking at all this stuff right now. There's looks like a chapstick and a little nail clipper. Spoiled. Okay. So what we do when we go to these events is we don't give big elaborate gifts like that. Only Terry does. But we do usually make something or buy something for roommates, fellow demonstrators that are friends of ours that we know, or, you know, like upline, downline type stuff. So people that are in your Stampin' Up family, your connection. And so I had some things from my upline / roomie. So she bought us matching PJs. So we wore these the whole week and took pictures together. That was fun. I also got from her some stuff because I'm also part of her team. We got some little pins from her, Found It pin and Stampfield Stars Zany Zinnias because we called ourselves that. She gave me a mail opener. And then let's see here. Got a wonderful card with a note inside made with the zinnia paper, a lanyard, such a sweetheart. And then got some, I think this was, well, I'll open it up. So I opened it earlier and then I forgot, but it's like a little matchbox, or no, not a matchbox, but it's got, oh, look at a Starbucks gift card and some Ghirardelli chocolate in it. That's why she asked me at the airport, do you have your Starbucks gift card? Okay, it's coming together, Susan. Sorry about that. Then, again, I might not get through all the gifts because we definitely want to move on to new products. I got this tea and this candle in a very pretty mesh bag. Yum. Breakfast tea, and I got a lovely card, and this was gifted to me by Leilani. She also gave me a little bookmark. So pretty. So that is from Leilani. And these are like huge gifts, you guys. I'm showing you the big ones that I struggled to get in my suitcase. This is from Elaine Shader. So when you're a demonstrator and you go to these events, you make connections that you never would have dreamed of. And of course you have sister demonstrators, right? Because you sign up in a certain group or people sign up under you. But you also make cross connections with people that aren't in your team that are just, you know, like more awesomeness, right? Elaine Shader, and there's several others that I want to call out, but she is definitely one. She's so sweet. Anyways, she gifted me this little journal. We have, I don't know what some of this is. Oh, it's a cord band. You wrap your cords in it. These cute little containers for creams and stuff. You could put beads inside. She gave me a portable smartphone stand. A little tag, and she actually gave me a second one, and you put your room key in it and you stick it on your lanyard. And then when you get to your hotel room, you just grab your lanyard, quick, open your door. Oh, it was a great idea. And then these are soft card case. I'm not sure what this is, but I'm going to open it up soon and figure out what I'm gonna do with it. And look at this fun thing. It's a mini broom and dustpan. And she gave it to me all in a cute little bag with a tag that she forgot. And then we have a gift from another Terry friend of mine. You may have seen the live that I did shortly after my hand surgery. Terry Phelps came to my house and she helped me out with a live. And then she gifts me something. Oh my gosh. So I have a little mint. I have this fun little package. I can't remember what was in here. I opened it up and then I forgot, you guys. Oh yes, Post-it notes. I have some Post-it notes for marking my catalog. And then this is like a Post-it pad, a list pad. It's, I think it's sticky. I want to say it is, but I'm not sure now. Anyways, oh, and a notebook. Cool. Manifest your vision. I got spoiled. I got spoiled. Okay, I have to show you this now because my kids want to help me eat it. One of the gals on my team, Brandy, she traditionally, like this is a traditional recipe in her family. She made a cookie this size for everybody in our group. That was like over 35 cookies that she made, and she brought to our end of the event team event, and she made me a gluten-free one, but she also gifted me and Susan, the ones who ran the event, she gifted us large versions of that cookie. This literally will last me all year if I eat it alone, so I have to share it. Come on over. So thank you, Brandy. Oh boy. You guys hanging in there? Anna Shiro from Hawaii, another great friend slash demonstrator. She is amazing and always giving. And I joked with her that she's like the Mary Poppins. She always has something in her bag that you need. So she gave me some Hawaiian candy here, and then homemade, yummy, very yummy, yummy, yummy treats. I've already had 2 of them, man. I intend to have another today. They're so good. From my friend Natalie Travis, some of you may know her. She gifted me this fun little, like a ribbon charm, something that you can put on your luggage even. I don't know if I'd want to do that because it would probably get, wrecked, but it's really fun and pretty. And then she has a little true friends message there. So sweet. So that is from Natalie Travis. From my friend Jennifer Hill, who knows that I love Outlander because she does too. We went to Scotland last year together, a week before, with another demonstrator, Sherry Roth. Anyways, we each brought either a husband or a mom with us. So, but she gifted me some Outlander little stickers here and a keychain with the dragonfly on it and a little Outlander sentiment, jewelry polishing cloth. Just so much fun. I'm so amazed at the thoughtfulness of that gift. And then we have this gift here. This was given to me by Kathy House, and it's a nightlight that says, "I love SU." I was given a little bag by Carol Rosengren, and so she made this little treat holder with dies and the new coffee suite of products and the online exclusives. And inside is this yummy looking dessert, which I don't think I can eat, but if it's marshmallow, I'm going to eat the top of it. And then there's like a little bit of lemonade in there. Fun. And from Trisha Josephs, you guys know Trisha Josephs, right? She gifted me a handmade little bag with the Meandering Meadows paper, those brush breast butterflies. I have some Blistex in here, some gum, and a fun little chocolate treat. It's a chocolate tulip. So that is from Trisha Josephs. Sometimes I take pictures of all this stuff, you guys, but it is such a it's a mess. So I won't have pictures. You're just going to see it in videos. Sorry. In here, this gift from Marcine Ingram that she made. She made it out of that beautiful online paper. I have another nightlight, and this reacts to light in the room. So when it's dark in the room, it shines, and when it's light, it goes off. And then she gave me a Texas pin. Isn't that cute? I should have worn it on my lanyard. Oh my gosh, I'm just thinking of that now. From my friend Cheryl Lee, also in my team, she gave me a card that she made using that fun technique that I have yet to demonstrate. It's real popular right now, and a little note inside. And then she gave me a gift card to one of my favorite restaurants, Panera. Yum, yum, yum. Can't wait. Let's see here. Mary Jo Snyder, shout out to you. You are such a sweetheart. It was fun to meet you. And she gave me this Mary Stampin' Blessings, love Mary Jo. She gave me a bone folder that she put time into getting etched and all of that. So thank you, Mary Jo. Love it. We have this little treat bag. This was gifted to me by Lisa Marshall. So you guys know Trisha Josephs and Lisa Marshall if you watch my lives. From this little container. So if you're looking for gift ideas, this is what you want to watch, right? So she gave me this Ziploc bag with a little personalized tag on it, right? And then inside we have some stickers made with love and probably some cuss words. We have a fun pencil, a colored pencil. We have crystal light. We have a fun pen that she put designer paper into. I have another adhesive remover that's clean. So excited. And it folds up, this little thing here folds into a container to hold it. I got a kind bar, and I got a little shamrock 4-leaf clover for good luck. This cute little booklet. Let's open that up. We gotta check that out. Actually, we should look at her box too, right? So this is like a little album that you would put pictures into, and it's made with a sheet of designer paper. I might have to demonstrate this too. Super cute. Okay, let's look at that box really quick. And then maybe just a couple more and we move on to new products. Okay, I can't open this, you guys. What happened? Oh, here. Okay, so open this up and it collapses into a little box. Super cute. I'll have to figure out, oh yeah, you gotta tape the corners. Isn't that adorable? Oh, and last but not least, this was one of my favorites. I went around and I was like pinching people. Not hard, just, and I was clapping. Yay! So those were fun gifts from Lisa Marshall. My room is a mess, officially a mess. I got chocolate from Kay Smith, who lives up in the Newfoundland area of Canada. Let's see what else. I can't remember who some of these are from, so I'm going to have to, because I'm thinking off the top of my head right now. Maybe we should come back to this. This here, I believe, was from Cheryl Lee. It's card candy. So you stick it onto a card and you have an instant card. Looks like there's a couple of them in there. Fun, Cheryl. Thank you. I will. I'm going to go through the rest of this at another time because we just can't show it all. We cannot show it all. I'm going to have to do another show and tell anyways because I have cards that people have been sending. So we'll just do a show and tell in a few weeks and you'll be able to see the rest of the stuff. Okay. New products. More new products. You guys ready? Tiny hands. I don't know, Nancy. So Nancy says, how did you get all your stuff home? I literally shoved and like it was interesting. I thought I had brought a lot and gotten rid of it, but no, I did not. Let's look at new products. You guys ready? New products. There is a new suite in the catalog called Unbounded Beauty. It's a big suite because it has 2 bundles in it. It has the Flowers of Beauty bundle. So this and the dies, and I haven't even opened up these dies yet. The dies coordinate, so you have frame type dies with it, and you have some more detailed type dies. You're gonna love these, you guys. Flowers are always a hit. I know. Those of you that get sick of flowers, well, I don't know what's wrong with you because they're always a hit. So you can see like the detailed dies. You can see that you can make little tiny flowers all at once. Here are the frames that match the images. Now, where are the words? Well, that's the other bundle. The other bundle, look at how awesome this is. It's called Unbounded Love, and it also comes with matching dies. And these dies have a few little detailed dies like leaves in it and stuff, but it also has some frames, label type pieces, right? So you can take and stamp inside these little cutout frames. There's all different sizes. You're gonna love this suite. It is like all you need to make a zillion pretty cards is right there. Okay, beautiful fonts, inside, outside. Also in that suite is glimmer paper. Also some embellishments, but I don't have those because I couldn't buy it all. I couldn't. I tried, but it didn't work. Oops. Here's my glimmer paper, and some of this is going to be gifted in a future live because I have 2 packs of it. Thank you, Kim, at Demonstrator Support for helping me out with that. So I had an issue, and anyways, We have some glimmer paper in here, and these colors are the new in colors. So we have the peach, we have the petunia, we have the pretty in pink, we have the shamrock, and we have the summer splash. This is the new in colors. So that means that we have designer paper that features the new in colors too. And again, we don't have a lot of time because we're already almost on that hour, and I'm going to breeze through them, but you can take a peek at the pretty designs on these papers. Gorgeous. Simply gorgeous. Aren't they fun, you guys? Great, like B side for backgrounds, A side for more of a focal point on the card where all you have to do is just add a sentiment on a label. Really pretty. 12 by 12 designer paper. Okay, that was the hang on, Unbounded Beauty suite. Next suite that I have for you is the Take to the Sky suite. We have one bundle in that suite. We have a set of dies and a stamp set, and they coordinate together. Marissa Alvarez demonstrated this at our location. I don't remember all the people that demonstrated on stage. I didn't write everyone's names down, but Marissa and I used to work together in a tutorial group that was called Better Than Flat, and we got to know each other really well. She is a sweetheart, and she is so talented. I was so amazed at what she shared. So you have your frame dies in here for all the images. The only image that doesn't have a frame die is this one here. It's more of a background stamp anyways. And then you have sentiments in here. There's 5 different ones. And then you have a few detailed dies to help assemble planes. Along with that suite, you have the embellishment and you have the paper. So these are the industrial trinkets, and they actually have kind of like 2 sides in a way, although one side is more rounded, so that's probably the one that's supposed to be on top. But if you look at the bottom, here, I'll zoom in instead of bringing my hand up because the light will shine better on them. So if you look at the surface of the back side, it has kind of like a sunshine look to it. Little rays going out. So you could use that as the side that you want to have showing. It's just that this is more of a rounded surface here. It's hexagons. They're little hexagon shapes. They're like mini, maybe they go on with a mini dimensional. Who knows? So that was Adventurous Skies dies and stamp set with the Take to the Sky suite. And here's the Take to the Sky paper. You have hand-drawn. They look like they're 3D-ish planes flying at you. On the back side, you have kind of a landscape map where you're seeing depths, whether it's the ocean or whether it's hills or something. I forget what that word is. Ooh, we're really close, aren't we? We have this paper, which can be cut into different pieces so that you can make card layers and even tags on your project. The back side of that is a portion of the globe map, right? Oh, I love the comments rolling in. It is, yes, it's really nice. The biplane. Thank you. You flew in a biplane once, Sandy? How fun. Cloud paper. Everyone loves cloud paper. Who doesn't love cloud paper? On the back side, you have this gray with white lines to make little squares. Now, these are more like drawings, not as realistic looking, although this wasn't super realistic, but these are definitely more like line art type of drawings. And there's actually 2 sheets of those. So here's another one. And there's a grid paper outline in the background. Same thing with this one, but it's harder to see. And on the back side of those sheets, you have that riveted metal sheet look. And on this one, it's more like a fabric design. And I'm not a fabric person, so I don't know like the pattern that would be called. And then here we have a map, another map with like flight lines or something, you know, where they're flying. And then another one that looks like it's some kind of fabric, like linen or, I don't know, canvas. I don't know. Anyways, am I saying the words right? Like topography. Ta-da! You guys are awesome. Thank you for that. Yes, topography. Topography, which is basically mapping depths of surfaces, right? Okay. Let's bring in another suite. This suite is called Country Woods. And the Country Woods suite actually has 2 bundles in it, but I don't have both bundles. Because again, I can't buy it all. But I hope that this is helping. Country Birdhouse. Had to get this because I love little birdhouses. In fact, I think at some point in my life I'm going to start collecting birdhouses and put them somewhere. I don't know where. But you have the birdhouses dies, and you have like the frame pieces, and you have the more intricate standalone dies that have indentations in them to make them look like textured flowers and leaves. You've got a little string that can be put on the top. This part here and these parts here can become layers onto your birdhouse to give it depth. Some beautiful little sentiments in there, 3 of them. Hello friend, happy birthday, and hoping you have the best day ever. Love this little wood grain image. It does not have a die to go with it, but it's great for stamping into possibly like this one here, like this is a wooden pole, maybe some iron little brackets around it, and you would put like a stamped wood grain piece on it. So that's Country Birdhouse. This suite also has another stamp set die bundle called Country Flowers. I did not get it, but you will see images of it if you search the internet, because some people chose that as their bundle for the after hours event at OnStage, and so they were able to design with it. I also don't have the embossing folder that goes with this suite, but I have the 2 extra embellishments, which I'll show you in a minute. But let's look at the designer paper. We have wooden texture, like planks, and it's all this washed wood look, or painted and washed and weathered look. So we have lots of beautiful designs in those papers. This is probably one of my top 2 favorites of the designer papers that are going to be new. There's another one that I'm showing you soon that you are going to also drool over. Really pretty, right? Gorgeous papers. Wooden designs, wooden patterns. Very weathered. Some of them are very weathered. Some of them aren't as weathered, but Beach House was mentioned last night. Okay. Birdhouses. Holly collects birdhouses. Yay! And there is the last pattern. So lots of fun patterns in that 12 by 12 pack of 12 sheets, 6 double-sided designs. The rest that I have from that suite, again, I'm missing the embossing folder and another bundle, but I do have the ribbons, and I did color the white ribbon with the Petunia Pop Blends marker. So you can color it if you want to. It's going to absorb a lot of ink, by the way. This is a thicker kind of ribbon. It's not super thin. So when you color on it, it's going to really grab onto the color. So just keep that in mind. Probably only a little bit, unless you're willing to buy more blends markers. And then this one is the petal pink color, which is appearing in some of the designer paper. We also have these Basic Gray and Smoky Slate pearls. They're bigger than like the iridescent pearls or the regular pearls, you know what I mean? They're slightly bigger. So even the smaller ones are slightly bigger than the smallest iridescent pearls. Okay, so that's another suite. This one has the other designer paper that is one of my favorites. And this comes from and let me pull my tab over, Thoughtful Journey. Thoughtful Journey suite. I don't have the stamp set. I don't have the dies, because again, I can't buy it all. But I have more pearls. These are iridescent, reflecting in different colors. We're thinking, I forget what they're called now. Shoot, I forgot the colors that we were guessing. Petunia Pop, Cameo Coral, and maybe Lost Lagoon. I don't know. Let's look at the colors on the back of this paper. Lost Lagoon. Oh, Calypso Coral, sorry. Cameo Coral is an old coral. Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, and Petunia Pop. That's what I'm going to guess those are. I think that's what Susan guessed last night when we were doing a live with our team. So here's the other designer paper that I'm completely in love with. Oh, fun. Thanks, Mary, for sharing. So 6x6 designer paper. Along the same lines as Meandering Meadow. Feels Like Frost. Remember when Feels Like Frost came out? And there was another one that we had that was popular in the fall with Christmas cards, and I can't, like horse sleigh ride or something. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Call it out if you remember the name of it, okay? All right, so here we go. I wonder if it was, so Mary said she saw me in a video. It could have been Nancy and Kayla's video. She was vlogging, which is blogging with a video. She was taking a lot of video. So was, you know what, so was V. She's also in my group. I don't know if other people were doing it, but from my team, those two would have shared videos. So here's the beautiful papers, you guys. 4 sheets of each of these double-sided. Here's the back side of that. I'm going to go through quickly so you can stop. You can take and rewatch this video later and pause it. But you have like an A side and a B side, right? A little not as detailed side. Gorgeous fall colors. Love those. Love these. So fun. Oh, look at that. It's very wintry. Kind of all season. Here's another wintry one. Kind of an all-season pack of designer paper, which will be great because it's in the annual catalog and it will last all year. So if you're looking for some beautiful paper like we've had in the past, sharing that watercolor artsy look, then you'll definitely want to get your hands on this. I want to know who the artist is that's doing all of these. She should have like a museum. She should be featured in something. Just gorgeous stuff. Okay, here's another designer paper, and then that's all that I've got from the suite. So I don't have the bundle, but I have the 2 sets of designer papers. This is a specialty foil-ish kind of paper, and then the embellishments, right? They are ombre-ish or gradient. I believe that ombre is two shades that are really close to each other blending together, and then gradient is 2 colors that are way opposite of each other. So maybe these would definitely be more like an ombre. So you have like a pink going into a coral. Do you see that? And the shiny surface is on, of course, all the branches that are printed on here. But they're not like a bright shiny. They're not like super metallic-y. They're more like a dull shine, kind of a whitish silver. A blue into a purple. And then we have definitely an ombre, right? Those of you that do hair. A darker color into a lighter shade of it. I want to say that this is Calypso and this would be Cajun Craze. I don't know. We'll look at the back side in a minute. And I think this one is Misty Moonlight with Petunia Pop. Here we have probably Lemon Lime Twist with Garden Green. And then we have this beautiful blue, which I'm guessing is maybe Pool Party. I don't know. Let's flip it over. Oh, here it is. We have Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow. Ooh, that's the green. And then Petunia Pop, Pretty Peacock. That's what this one is. Pretty Peacock. And so this one must be Lost Lagoon. Lost Lagoon, Pretty Peacock. And then Wild Wheat is also in there. That's the yellowish color on the yellow and green. One more suite that I have a portion of. So some of this stuff I got as prizes. Some of it was traded with me for deals. Thank you so much, Brandy and Lisa Marshall. Okay, so we have this other paper that was not on the pre-order. It's from the Mediterranean Blooms collection, which has goes with the Citrus Blooms bundle. Citrus Blooms, which I don't have, was also one of the bundles we could have pre-chosen for our after hours event where we crafted together. And again, you haven't seen mine yet, so we have 3 bundles. I still have yet to show you mine. But these papers are from the Mediterranean Blooms suite. And I was calling these peaches. They definitely aren't. I'm more awake today. They are definitely oranges. So we have lemons and oranges, obviously, because citrus blooms. Okay, so here we have beautiful lemons, and then we have that Mediterranean tile look, right? Like you're in Greece. Beautiful flowers, more Mediterranean tile look, more lemons, and like a navy-ish floral pattern, small little tiny print. Now we have a combination of lemons and oranges, Mediterranean tile design. Here's a bunch of oranges, and then another tiny print with the Night of Navy. And then we have this one, which actually coordinates with the dies, or we believe it does because the samples in the catalog show this image and this image being die cut and layered onto cards. So lots of bright colors. You're going to love, love, love this suite. There's the back side of that one. So there we go. That is the Mediterranean Blooms paper. Balmy Blue, Boho Blue, Cajun Craze, Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Garden Green, Lemon Lolly, Night of Navy, Old Olive, Peach Pie, and Pumpkin Pie. We're moving into, let's move into these next. Okay, let's bring these out. We have some new metallic paper, and we didn't get a chance to order silver foil, but silver foil by itself is back. Gold foil is staying. And then that color that was with our silver foil that we had before, it's kind of a purplish silver, is included now in this metallic, brushed metallic, what is it called? Distressed. It's called textured metallic paper. So we have bright copper, gold, and tungsten. Okay, those are the colors that you're going to see in that metallic paper. We have embossing folders. I did not get a chance to pre-emboss, but you can take a peek at the designs and look at the size of these embossing folders compared to my hands. These are the size embossing folders we normally have. So look, they're like 2.5 inches longer. They're big, you guys. These are big. They are big, big embossing folders. This one's called Dotted Circles, and this one's called So Swirly. This is thicker than that one, so you definitely want to look at the thickness of your embossing folder before you put your sandwich together in your machine. But you can get a good size sheet of paper in there. You should be able to get almost 8.5, about 8 1/4 by 6, a little under 6 inches, if that helps. Really awesome. Let me show you some stamp sets, some bundles, and then I'm going to bring in some of my favorite stuff because I like to do alternates. Under the Moon stamp set. It is a gorgeous, distinctive stamp set. These images here, the sailboat and the dolphins, are not distinctive. They're solid, but these have like that little dot. You know, if you look really closely, they're made up of tiny little dots. Some of them are closer together to give a darker look to them. It's really fun to see the texture that you can get with distinctive. It's photopolymer. Okay, gorgeous, really pretty. Leaf collection. This was a prize patrol. Got it for free. Everybody got one of these, and it is a clear mount stamp. Had to get it. I actually ordered one too, so I have one to give away as a prize. And then Spotlight on Nature. Spotlight on Nature. This is the suite, or the bundle, not a suite, sorry. This is the bundle that I chose as my extra product for the After Hours event. And it comes with dies, but I'm going to show you. I separated them all out because when you get the dies, you're going to get 2 sheets of them. In the catalog, it looks like you should have gotten 3 sheets. But altogether, there are 12 dies, so don't let the catalog confuse you. No, they did not say, Noreen. Noreen asked, did they say why they made bigger ones? Don't know, except now you can emboss more. I'm guessing they are going to be expanding their scrapbooking line, just so you know. There's some stuff going on with a fellow company that we love so much, and they're going to be absorbing, I don't know the exact products, but we're hearing that scrapbooking is going to be expanding into our market because we're going to help that company out and help the demonstrators / makers of Close to My Heart. So I don't know if that was known before these larger embossing folders were created, but it's always nice to have bigger embossing folders, right? So let's go back to these dies for a minute. So you can see that there's 4 of 3 different patterns. 4 times 3 is 12. When you look at them on the sheets when you first get them, you have 6 here and 6 here. 6 times 2 is 12. But in the catalog, it shows them matched up with their design partner, okay? And you don't have layers of all of them in all the designs, but you have 4, okay? And then we have the Spotlight on Nature stamps. It's a cling mount stamp set. You have sentiments. You have a little speckle stamp, a scratchy kind of background stamp here. Beautiful butterfly. Dear friend, thanks. Gotta love it. I just thought it was too pretty to pass up. Attention shoppers. And there's actually a suite in the catalog that has some market stuff in it. So I have a feeling that those two could kind of play on each other and go together. But this one's called Attention Shoppers, and it has a shopping cart. It has dies to create a shopping cart. Yay for silver foil. And then, of course, the frame dies to help cut out these images. Font is very festive and fun and playful. So that is one of the bundles. And then we also have another bundle. And this bundle, all the pieces can be purchased separately. It's called Layers of Beauty. Layers of Beauty decorative masks, Layers of Beauty dies, and Layers of Beauty stamp set. This was also demonstrated at the event, and there were a lot of us drooling over what was shared. This die here in particular is not matching up with any one single image. It actually cuts out this rose and leaf portion here. So you can do the whole thing, and then you can make this portion of it pop up. So fun. So you'll want to check that out. This set of masks here, let me show you those. So these masks go with that stamp set, and you can take and put that over the top. So let's open this up quickly. So here's the stamp set in true size. What you do is you put this over the top. Let's see if I can line it up here. There we go. So you line it up over the top of your image after you've stamped it, and you can sponge to add color, and all of these will just add other layers of color to it. And I think there are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 different masks that come in that set. So you can add greens and pinks and purples and whatever colors you want your flowers to be. Okay. All right. Still with me, you guys? Let's go to, where'd they go? Here they are. They're behind me. All right, kits. We were all gifted another product, all attendee giveaway, and this was a kit called Hooray for Honeycomb. Do you see the fun designs that this Kits Collection kit will have for you? So you can take and do a strawberry, a sun, and a balloon with this kit. And then here are the parts and pieces. You can see how they open up. Really fun, right? Remember those back when you were a kid? The card surfaces are shiny. It's a kit collection kit that does not have any, what do I want to say, stamp set and ink. So instead, you get sentiments that you can punch out in the language of your choosing. Envelopes match. So, fun designs on the envelopes. Here's the other one. Okay. And then here's the other card base. So again, you like open up the card, and there is where you'd put your sunshine. And they actually have extra little sunshine rays, sentiment pieces. You're gonna love this. This is a fun, bright, cheerful kit, just in time for summer weather here in the Northern Hemisphere. So that brings me to my last collection of products. The catalog is organized in a unique way. So when you go through the catalog, you are going to find that Stampin' Up! Did something unique this year. They took and they organized it by levels of crafters. So there's a step-by-step type of crafting, which is kits. So the first section of the catalog introduces kits from Paper Pumpkin and the Kits Collection. It's a choreographed experience, right? When you open up a kit, you just follow the step-by-step and you can make a project. Now, you know Rachel, she likes to take it and go beyond and make alternates. And I don't get too avid with mine because I want my kit collectors to be able to craft, and I try not to bring in dies and all that stuff. I do once in a while. But mostly I try to stick with basic products in addition to the kit elements. And so I bring it to a more casual crafting level. And so the casual crafting level you're going to see is sort of like alternates with kits, right? So this is the beginner level, or choreographed is the step-by-step, and then the next section is called Quick and Easy. And that gives you options. So there's a page just on what does a casual crafter need. Adhesives, paper snips, trimmer, some base cardstock maybe, a stamp set and some ink for sentiments, that sort of thing. But adding those basic things into the products that they share in this second section is going to bring joy to a casual crafter who wants to still have some creativity put into their cards and personalize it, but they are not needing to own everything or come up with all those techniques or elaborately layer several dies together to make this intense card, right? So casual crafting. And then the last section is called Creativity Your Way. And that's a majority of the catalog, but you can always use, as you know, if you're a Stampin' Up! Person, you know that you can make anything a casual supply, right? But the Creativity Your Way is definitely geared towards the way the catalogs used to be. Bundles are shown a little bit better than they were in the past, side by side. The dies are bigger. You're gonna love it. I think that the catalog is awesome. You just have to get used to the fact that there's a few things missing from the index area or the back, and get used to using the index that they have now provided. And then, of course, refer to the online store a lot. If you're wondering if something is still around, you go to the online store, you put it in the search bar, and you're going to know if it's still available. Whether it's available in the catalog or not, that's a question, but you would go to the index to find that. But everything's going to be shared online. Everything that's in this catalog or any publication, plus the online exclusives, are going to be there, okay? All right, here we go. Let me show you some of those casual crafter stuff. Do you have the knowledge of the Memories and More card and envelope pack? So this is the basic white one. Sometimes we have card and envelope packs that are printed in this size, right? They fit the 4x6 cards and they have pretty envelopes with them. You saw the card that Terry gifted me. That was made from a Memories and More card pack with the card and envelope coordinating with it, right? It was a celebration offering too. So these are the basics. You can get a packet of the large and the small in basic white. They come together and they accommodate these types of cards. So if you were doing a card with the smaller Memories and More cards, or you were doing a card with the larger Memories and More cards, they are perfect for layering up those pieces. These are 4x6, these are 3x4. Now let's take a peek at what all of them are. So this one's called Thoughtful Journey, and it's not part of the suite that I just shared with you. Both of these coordinate with two different suites in the catalog, but they are not part of the suite, so you get them separately. Here's the different cards for the Thoughtful Journey. You get 2 of each. Life is an Adventure. I'm going to go through these quickly. Sending All My Love. Oops. That one oh, it's under here. There it is. Sending All My Love. Backside of that looks like that. Then we have this tree. Okay, so you can use these for scrapbooking, card making, package creation, tags, right? Lots of different options for using the Memories and More cards. When it says cards and envelopes, then you know that you're referring to the base and the envelopes. But if it just says cards, it's the printed cards. Again, Thoughtful Journey, Memories and More card pack. Very fun. Here's the larger ones that go with that. Treasured Memories. So you can see how some of these could totally work for cards or for scrapbooking. Happy Birthday. Thinking of You Today. Where am I going to put all this when I'm done with this video, you guys? Oops, sorry. I don't know. It's all over my room. Who wants to come and organize my craft room for me today? It's a mess. Let me show you another card and envelope pack. This one is from Unbound Beauty. So it coordinates with the Unbounded Beauty suite. So the Unbounded Beauty Memories and More card pack. Here we go. Here's the small 3x4 cards. Thank you so very much. Pretty colors. Remember, these are the in colors. I think I have these upside down. Grateful for You. Together. Some flowers. You can have them go sideways. You can have them go vertically, you know, horizontal or vertical. Today was a good day. And that's the last one of the 3x4s. And then I love us. Make time to play. Hooray, let's celebrate. A spray of flowers. A little bouquet from the top. Here's to another year. Hello. Happy birthday. So now in the casual section of the catalog, they've added these because they know that just adding these to a Memories and More card and envelope pack, you can make instant cards. You can add like maybe rhinestones, ribbons, a label with a sentiment on top. So that's why they're in the casual section, because they're just a step above the beginner. This is a 12x12 pack of specialty paper, and a lot of it includes punched out pieces, and they're easily falling out, so you know that they're going to come off your papers really well. Here's another sheet. So different designs. Here's another one. These are like card layers and frames. So you can see here, this actually pops out, becomes a frame. Same thing here. Very fun. And then don't forget to use the little decorative strips. These are just 3 sheets that have no punch outs. They're double-sided. And that is from the Frames and Flowers 12x12 specialty paper, also shown in the casual section of the catalog, because it's so good for putting together simple, quick cards. Just add a stamp set, ink, label, embellishments, you know what I mean? Then we have one more thing, and it's called Mix and Match products. And the Mix and Match products are consisting of card and envelope packs that are printed, pre-printed, and then they call these ephemera packs. And look at all of those. You have kind of something for everything, I think is what it's called. It's got fish and animals and, you know, all kinds of things. Ice cream, books, hot air balloon, you know what I mean? Like there's lots of stuff. Let's take a peek at that one first. There's 4 designs, 2 sheets of each, okay? Fun stuff, right? So then what you do is you take these pieces and you add them to a printed card, or you could even go like with, you know, a basic white or whatever, craft, craft. I think we call them craft cards and envelopes. The note cards, you know. These are all sentiment strips or words that punch out. So again, you get 2 sheets of each, and they really easily pop right off. So you're gonna have to find a way to store these that makes sense to you. These are punchable words that are shaped more. And then these have kind of like a little outline around them. So, okay, then, and that one's called, what is that one called? That one is called Say Something. And then this one's called Labels and Layers. So you have all of these label designs that look like that. And then you have one that's called Fully Flowering Ephemera Pack. And you have these designs. Again, 2 sheets of each. I'm going through and showing you the individual sheets separately. Lots of options there. And then when you combine them with a printed card, you can have lots of fun too. So this is the printed pack of cards and envelopes called Sunny Springs. They're white on the inside, printed on the outside, and they all come with a coordinating envelope. And the darker design is on the inside, the lighter is on the outside, so you can address and mail them. Lots of artsy stuff coming, right? We're going to be having fun putting things together. And then this is the other one, and this one is called Calming Creek, more on the masculine color scheme. But here we have some flowers, wild wheat. We have envelopes to match. Again, darker design is on the inside of the envelope, and then there's a slight lighter pattern on the outside. one thing to show, and then we can sign off, you guys. I'm so grateful you stuck with me. This is an hour and a half long video. So what we were able to do some make and takes during lunchtime on Friday and Saturday. I didn't do my make and take on Friday because that meant diving into my actual kit that I got as a all attendee prize, and I didn't want to open it up yet and, you know, make it harder to pack. But this product was on the table for us on Friday, and of course we're all going to take a little bit of it and come up with a card. So a lot of us took pieces. I could not think creatively when I was eating with everybody, so I took my pieces home and I did one of these types of cards, you know, where this connects on the top. So there's celebrate, best of luck, may all your wishes come true. So that's featuring the new ephemera packs. Yay, the mix and match. I hope that this helped. I didn't go through everything yet. I still have lots of swapped cards and gifted cards and projects that were in my bucket. I forgot where it is. I'll have to find it. But I promise you that I won't tear into those until I share them. Maybe I'll do another share next week or the week after. I do want to share them with you soon, though. I don't want them sitting there for months because I want to, use them as inspiration and organize them, and you know what I mean. So anyways, they are not going to be photographed. I will share them in a video because there's too many of them. I hope that you had fun. Remember the dates again. So the current publications, the annual catalog that we have now, that's this one, and the mini catalog will be ending soon. Grab onto the in-color products that you want now before they disappear. New colors are coming in. I featured those at the beginning of the video. They're ice creamy kind of colors. They're really yummy looking. You're going to love them, and they're going to fill in some gaps that we had. So take advantage of ordering things that you don't want to have disappear. Check out my blog. I am going to bring you over to my blog right now on my computer, and we'll just get rid of that screen. Okay. So here is my blog, stampyourartout.com. If you're not familiar with it, sorry I didn't post in the beginning, but when you go to stampyourartout.com, you can click on either my blog and then just scroll through the past blogs, or you can go here. This is one where I shared some stuff recently. That was my last one, posted this morning at 2 a.m. But you can also click along here and go to further back posts. So this was what I posted early this morning, and this is important to read. There are some things that are leaving, and starting April 9th, some of them are going to be available on discount. You can now access those lists. There's a PDF and a sortable Excel file for both catalogs, the annual and the mini. So download those, take a peek, analyze what you have, analyze what you need, and be sure to get in on those products before they sell out. They may not even make it to the time when a sales period begins. Who knows? So you might want to make two purchases, one now for things that you absolutely need to have, and one when April 9th comes around for any discounted stuff that you want to take advantage of. And then you can see pictures from OnStage. I posted 45 pictures from OnStage featuring even more new product that I did not have in my hands at the time. Well, some of them, oh yeah, gorgeous stuff, right? Really cool. Pictures of team members and the fun that we had swapping, pictures of boards with what was just demonstrated throughout the event. I tried to get as many boards as I could, but I did not get pictures of everything. But I hope that it gives you kind of a taste of what happens at OnStage. Fun stuff going on. My friends were with me. This is kind of cute. So this is in that crafting section of the catalog where you have the casual crafter, and it shows you these pages here where top 10 crafting essentials. So all of us demonstrators, we're taking and replacing this printed person, this photograph person, with ourselves. Yeah, just such a great time walking on stage for things. My team members, Shelly was there. Sarah, who is now the CEO, she attended the Melbourne, Australia location. There were 3 in the world, one in Europe, one in Australia, and one in the US in Houston, Texas. And Shelly was with us, so that was really wonderful. Our hotel pool, I actually got to go into it. And then all the fun dinners and lunches that I had with team members. I got to meet with pretty much meet and eat with pretty much everyone except for one gal who had to fly out early, so I don't have her in a photograph with a meal, and then our team event on the last night. It was so much fun. So, all right. I hope that you got some ideas from this and enjoyed seeing all the sneak peeks. Again, I didn't get through everything. It's just the gifted stuff left. But I knew, looking at the clock, I was like, we're going to go over way too much. And I need you guys to get on to what else you were doing. Take and watch this in parts if you need to. I'm going to go live again tomorrow, but that is my regular live at 11 a.m. Central Time on Wednesday, March 20th. So I hope that you join me tomorrow, March 20th at 11 a.m. Central Time. And I'm going to be featuring the zinnia stuff. I don't think it's called that. It's zinnias, the designer paper, because I'm going to show you what I created as gift cards and swap cards and things like that for my team members. So yeah, all right. We will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Take care, everyone. I think that's all I have. I'm looking at my notes, making sure I covered it all. I think that's it. So, demonstrators, if you are doing your product purchase premiere, which is the special pre-order for being at OnStage, you'll want to get that in by the end of the day today. Today is the deadline. All right. Thanks for sticking with me, you guys. I hope that you didn't get too tired. And I hope that my talking, rambling on, was good to watch. All right. I'll let you go. All right. Bye-bye, everyone. Now I'd like you all to go and stamp your art out.